too. I think we did great last round.
All right, guys, we're recording.
Okay.
I'm trying to get everything set up here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I could not believe, what was it, Chester?
Oh, I know.
$140 million profit, and they still finished in third place, though.
I know.
You know, I have a question. Is that, I know that one of the teams is computer based, or maybe she's the one, like the professor.
One.
Do you think it's Ferris that is computer generated? And then there's four other, okay.
Yeah.
So Chester, team Chester, the real people who are doing the simulation like we are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did good overall. We didn't stock out, which was really good. Our stock
on Adam and Aft we did.
But we didn't stock out overall.
No.
Our stock price rose by $36, which was
nice. That's good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Granted, it wasn't much of a rise as Chester.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason they're at like 470. Yeah.
Wow.
So, with that being said, go through here. Everything looked pretty good. We outdid our capacity, which was really good. So we can start with Able. Real quick, speaking of stock prices, this round our stock price is up to 166, so that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
That's very good.
Granted, that's projected based on what everybody else does in the simulation, so that could change, but as of right now, it looks good. Okay, so R&D. Good thing we're getting our last round. I mean, so it's not like it really matters.
Yeah.
We're getting everybody back in their circles, which is really good.
Yeah, we are out of circle, now. Like Able is completely out of.
Yeah, it's been happening every round. So, I mean, because once this round hits, what's going to happen is it's going to go down more. So Able will be right back where it was.
Okay.
The same with Aft, Adam, and Agape. If we don't move them too much, that's what happens is whenever the thing shifts down and over, Able and them still stay up here. And so when the bubble shifts, it just goes like that. So we're still, I mean, every round we've been in the same boat. I mean, we can't seem to keep up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
But nonetheless, I mean, we're making, the only one that's kind of not really there is Able. But I mean, we're already into September, so any more changes we would be at the end of the year.
Should be okay, I think, like a third quarter.
Yeah.
Brittany, did you change? You made changes in here, right?
I did.
Were those the last ones that were saved?
No, I went to the last ones that were saved today. So when I went to the decisions, I went to the ones that were saved at like 7 something today, p.m.
Okay.
I saved my changes. My changes were in there, but they were from like 1 o'clock this morning. So
this morning. Do you sleep?
No.
As always.
I saw the time. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know how you function.
It's a miracle.
Wow.
So
I noticed with Able too, the last 2 rounds we have really had an excess surplus in inventory for that particular product.
Able?
not the last 2. I think just this one.
Well, we're up in the 900 and something for this round. Round 7.
What are you talking about? So
that's the inventory left over.
Yeah,
so
this
inventory
is
937
the only round that we've been with leftover inventory.
I thought we had some left over in the last round as well for that.
No, last time
No, it wasn't 900 something.
We
That
stopped
is quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a lot.
you
And the
want
same with Agape too.
well, you
Yeah.
want that. That's what saved us from being stocked out this time because we stocked out of Adam and Aft. So the only reason we didn't get dinged on the stock out was because we had this surplus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
okay.
So you want surplus in all of them, not maybe as much as 900, but you get surplus.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think the reason Able isn't selling like it's supposed to is because it's not in the perceptual map where customers want it to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably very true.
That's why when I did it this morning, I dinged the production for it pretty much down. I almost sold capacity just because we didn't need it. But when I got through the whole simulation after selling the capacity, we had like $56 million. And so I was like,
Ooh, that's a lot.
Wow.
we don't need to sell it. It's cool.
Yeah. That was one thing I before we came on, I was checking all the numbers and I forgot to check that. What are we sitting at for right now for cash on hand?
Not that. 21.
Oh, okay.
About where we have been. Did you guys see the dividend price that I think it was Chester?
Chester.
Yeah.
$55. I was like,
Yeah.
are you freaking kidding me?
I know that was
They
amazing.
copied us, like one of the round we increased like 15 or 20,
Erie.
maybe they're just
Erie.
following.
That's ridiculous.
I know. I was like, holy crap. Like, nobody's done dividends
No.
except us this whole time. And then Erie just jumps out of nowhere with $55. I was like,
know.
really?
Yeah,
That's incredible. That's incredible.
that's incredibly high.
Yeah. Now the retained earnings, it looks like projected next round 59.1. Is this the highest retained earnings we've had throughout this competition?
I'm not sure about that.
Where do you see that at?
Retained earnings, liabilities, and owner's equity. See, it says 58.8% right now.
Oh, the 58. Yeah. That grows every year. So
Right, I know that grows every year, but that's the highest it's ever been for us, hasn't it? Isn't it?
yeah, it will be because it continues to stack on every year as we progress.
Right.
If we were not a successful company, it wouldn't stack like it is.
Exactly. Right.
Because we are successful, it is. So it'll be bigger next round. It should be bigger every round.
Okay.
Just because it should stack onto each other.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so with
I see we've got a dividend of $18 next time.
yeah.
Okay.
I remember when we weren't like entering hardly any
Mhm.
dividends in that in a field, and now we're all the way up to 18. So I think
Wow.
it's great.
Yeah. I mean, if we have the money to give away, I mean, might as well give it to the shareholders. That's where so on the leverage, let me see.
I saw that was 0.
Yeah, well, so I read the whole information thing, or
Yeah.
it doesn't tell me there. Where did I read that at? I know where I read it at. So if you read this whole thing, down towards the end, it basically tells you that you won't have a good leverage if you're not, like if you're making money, but you're not giving it to your shareholders.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm sitting there like, this is full because we give all of our money to our shareholders. Like,
We do. I know.
so
That's
I'm
right.
sitting here like, how is it not accounting for that? Like, so I don't know how to get the equity or the leverage, to rise because I've depleted our equity and assets, as much as I can to level them out, but it doesn't make a difference on that.
No.
I'm not making a big enough impact on it.
Right.
I think for every round, our equity has been low or 0,
Mhm.
and we're still doing great.
Mhm.
So I guess just leave it as is.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, last round we had a 0 on the leverage and we did okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about it. I can't make everything happy in the system, unfortunately.
No.
It's true.
So I was reading over this. I agree with all that. Well, the performance size, the MTF,
Mhm.
MTBF, that
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah.
So we're good with that?
Yeah, totally fine with that. And I was in there earlier and I was playing with pricing just a tad bit. And I see that maybe it was you, Brittany, or someone else that went down by like 25 cents or 50 cents.
So I did
And
that
I,
based on the
yeah,
career because our customers, every round, the price has been decreasing.
right. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I did that
So
based,
for traditional 26, that's totally fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I did 20, so there's 26 for that.
26, okay.
And
And
then
then
36.50, so it's right at the max.
what were we? We were 37. Can we go down to maybe 36 and see if there's a significant change?
Okay. And then this one's 31.50. The whole reason
What were we?
I didn't bring
We were at
these,
32.
I
Yeah, we
didn't
did
bring those
34
down.
last round, didn't we?
30. Last round we were 32.50, and we stocked out at that price too.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah, we
reason I didn't bring that down too is because of our contribution margin on Aft and Agape is lower than,
Yeah, apt I saw was like 30 something percent, right?
yeah, so if you lower that price anymore, it's just going to drop our
Right.
margin.
Okay.
So that's why I left it.
So leave it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then 31.50 for Agape. We were charging $33, so I just
So
dropped
32.50. That's fine.
Okay.
And then the sales budget and promo budget, I pretty much just upped these numbers is all I did.
That's
I didn't
fine.
play with any of these, and I didn't change any of these.
Okay.
And then production. Basically, I just guessed on these numbers. So
Well, I went in earlier and tried to change Adam to 2,500 and Aft to 2,400, and it came back when I recalculated. It came back with a yellow or a red line, a red color,
our
and a line
capacity.
right through them.
Yeah.
It's because our first shift capacity, I had it at the max that it should be because you can only do double whatever your first shift is. So
Right.
Yeah.
11,
That will help us, because look at Chester, they're making more than their capacity.
Yeah, they are.
so what I did was I did the 1100 and I just doubled all of our capacities
Okay.
Yeah.
minus the ones that have inventory on hand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they already have inventory, so they don't need to be maxed out.
Exactly. Okay.
So yeah. So we're basically producing for Able the 1300 plus the 937. That's how that, if you watch the calculations, it's not, when you put this number in here, it's not calculating this.
Yeah, that's after the scrap, adjustment.
Yeah.
This is basically, it'll be whatever this is plus what we have on hand.
Yep.
That's what
That's the actual number.
Yeah, our number will be. So that I don't really know the number that comes out to, but
that's the production adjustment. You'll have like some scrap, guard, some error,
Yeah.
some defects.
and I didn't mess with the capacity.
Yeah, we don't want to sell or buy any capacity at this point.
Well,
No.
because this is the last round, I was honestly considering selling our capacity.
No, we don't want to sell it.
Well, I went in there and I sold it the first time around whenever I was playing with it, and it didn't make a difference in the system.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't affect anything, because there was one time when I was doing it on the scorecard, it showed that it was the stock out and something else was low. And so I was like, well, there's the day's working capital. And so I was sitting there trying to play with it, like, how in the world do I get this to come down? Like, what do I need to do? So I was trying to play with a bunch of numbers, but it didn't affect anything. So.
Okay. All right.
So are we happy with that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Brittany,
totally fine.
when you were changing the buy sell capacity, were you changing the automation rating as well?
Mm-mm.
No, we haven't changed so much. I think only 1 or 2 rounds, we change 1 point. That's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, that looks good then. I think that's fine.
Okay, and then I just kept that at 5,000.
Same, 5,000.
I
It
thought
was
I
at
saw-
3,000.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
un-
thought too.
And I increased it to 5,000.
So the
Okay.
reason I dropped it down to the 3,000 was because it didn't make a difference. It affects nothing in the system as far as it was money going out, and we weren't. I mean, if you
Oh,
look
I
at
see.
our overtime, I mean, we're not hurting. Our turnover rate is gone down. Like everything's gone down. So that's why I
Mhm.
lowered it, just because it. And I mean, when you lower it, it doesn't really affect anything.
Okay.
Not that I remember.
Let's see.
Well, you can put it back down to 3,000. I'm cool with that.
Let's see what the scorecard is, just to make sure that it doesn't affect anything. So
Yeah.
we're at 82.5 and
That's still the same.
190.
That went down a little bit. Oh no, that went up actually. Yes.
I haven't changed anything yet. Have
Okay.
I?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I changed the
Yeah,
price,
right.
didn't I?
Yes, you changed the
I
price.
did change the price. Okay. So, so that's 198 and then 82. So let's go back to this and see if we can change it to 3. You said it was 3, Enza?
Yeah. It was 3, and then I changed it to 5.
Okay, let's see if that affects anything. Two, 5. Yeah, so it does. I mean, it doesn't affect.
Okay.
Yeah, still looks the same.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So TQM.
Did you change any numbers in here at all, Brittany? Because it doesn't look like it.
I didn't change any numbers from this morning. I did everything this morning, and I never went back into the system.
Okay.
I didn't change anything either.
Yeah, I didn't mess with anything on this either. No.
The whole reason I did what I did is just I was just trying to piss away money.
Okay.
I basically just dumped a lot of money into programs, and I dumped a little less into programs that just weren't really going to make us money long-term wise. And actually, I think our total current expenditures went down because I think that used to be 19.
Yeah, it was 19.
Okay.
TQM. We're the only ones, which kills me because how do they have the impact? Like their impact is essentially what ours is, but they don't give any money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
is that
Yeah, how are they pulling that off?
possible? Whereas, like we're all given like in the millions, all 3 of us are.
I read in a Google article, they're saying like in a CAPSIM simulation environment, you don't need to invest money in every round. Once you maxed up like the maximum, you don't need to invest all rounds.
So you all want to change this to 0?
No, I'm fine with that, but I'm saying, maybe that's what they did,
Maybe we can do like what they're doing and just make a crap ton of money though. It's our last round. I mean.
Yeah, last week I was reading about an article about the spending for QQM. They're saying like in a CAPSIM simulation environment, you don't need to invest money in every round. So once
let's knock majority these down and let's see what it does.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not asking you to change it, but
I know.
that's what they did.
You could always change it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt anything. I want to give money to Six Sigma just because.
Lower to 1,500 or 1,000, like Six Sigma, because we were spending a lot of money for Six Sigma.
Hey, it's a good program.
I know.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, and then go back to scorecard. So our stock out went down, I think. Huh, that went up actually.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Something went up. I don't know what. Oh, our profits, and that's what went up. Our profits went up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See.
And then 199.8. So yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
Yeah, it all went up. Yeah.
stick with that.
You guys want to leave it at that?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try. This is the last round.
Oh,
Okay, so with 31 million, we
Oh,
can
that's cool.
retire
See?
some debt if y'all want. If y'all want to retire,
what kind of debt? How much? We don't have any debt right now, do we?
we have long-term debt.
Can we retire that?
Well, I don't think we can retire all of it because I think we have. Like.
So the max issue this year is 50. Like I think we can retire something.
We can retire. Yeah, we can retire. I just don't know if we can retire all of it. So let's do 4 million and see what it does. So that take us down to 10. So we're at 7%. So
Not much difference.
no, it didn't affect us, but it put us in a better position. So that's good. So I'm happy with that.
Still 22 billion in our hands.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Cash position.
Uh-huh.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, I think we should stick with that.
All right, so I'll just go ahead and close it.
What about dividend? Are we okay with 18, or you want to bump it up a little bit? Or
The 20.
that will improve our balance scorecard. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe that will
Yeah.
help us. Maybe can we increase like $2 more, to 20?
I upped it to 20. So our projected stock price rose by $20 since
Wow.
making all these changes.
Ooh, see?
Very cool.
Yeah.
And balance scorecard. Okay.
No emergency. Oh, okay, that's good.
Okay. So I think that should be good, right?
Mhm.
All right. So I'll save all these.
And then what about our presentation?
I am halfway through that. I will
Oh.
email it out to everybody tomorrow.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah, if you
Okay.
could send us tomorrow, I'm leaving around 9:30 Saturday.
Okay.
So I'll get a chance to review that.
Yeah, I will get it finished up and get it out to you guys and see what you think.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. And then next week.
Yeah. So when are we meeting next week? So what
I'm
about
good
our
on
assignments for
Tuesday.
next week? Do we have any assignments like balance scorecard? Can she pull
The
out?
balance scorecard is what she completes. We would just complete the analysis presentation.
That's week 7.
Yeah, it's week 7. So it's just a presentation for week 7, and she completes the balance scorecard.
We don't need to submit anything for the balance scorecard.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's round 7 and 8 presentation next week, right, Enza?
Week 7 is, yeah,
Round 7.
there's a presentation and then the balance scorecard. And then week 8 is a final presentation and final report, and then the peer review.
Okay.
So after submitting this, then we just, right now, just the presentation, a new presentation for next week.
Okay.
And so we could probably, can we meet on Tuesday again?
Yeah, we can do that. 7
Okay.
o'clock?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
So 7 p.m.
So
Go ahead, Pierre.
I'll try. I'm not sure. I'll be in Italy next week.
Where are you going?
Italy, so the business trip. I go.
To Italy?
Yeah. 10
That's
days.
awesome, Shabir.
10 days. I'm going to Rome.
Oh my God, I've been to Rome, and I'm actually
really?
going in August. Yeah, I can't wait. So you're going on for business?
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Have
Yeah, I'm
a
going to,
blast.
there's no direct flight from Chicago. I'm going to Montreal, from Montreal to Rome, direct flight.
Really?
That should be fun.
I'll be back
What?
on 15th.
On the 15th?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can. I have access to my emails. I'll respond to your emails. I know they're 6 hours ahead of us. Maybe
7.
maybe
There's 7
I can
hours.
join with you guys.
Yeah.
I will try.
Yeah, there's 7 hours difference. I would say don't worry. Seriously, have a blast in Italy. That's such an opportunity.
You know, I have 4 days of work assignment, Monday through Thursday, but then I'm taking an additional day,